Alright. Alright, so we are technically still the odd man out because there's only 13 people in this fucking lobby. So we have but two options, right? We could either A, be toxic and make content, or B, just wait for them to finish their match. And by toxic and make content, I mean, there are three ideas we can make for a video. We can either make a tier list for tracks, a wish list of characters that we want to see in season 3, or we can make a wish list of buffs and nerfs. But the buffs and nerfs things come with a little condition. So in order to prevent us from like completely making our characters absolute bullshit, you cannot suggest a buff for your character. You can suggest a nerf, but you cannot suggest a buff. I cannot suggest a buff for Lancelot or Percival. That actually sounds kind of funny. Other people have to suggest buffs for your characters, but you have to suggest a nerf that complements that buff. Actually, that sounds like a good idea. Let's try that. We're opening up our handy dandy notepad. We're going to the proper overlay. We're gonna pause the music because, you know.
Come on, let him get up, let him get up, let him get up. Fight back! Fight back!
Alright, so we got our full list of characters here. You're allowed to suggest one buff and one nerf for a character, but you cannot suggest a buff for a character that you made. In the spirit of fairness. Listen, you play Zeta, alright? Your character should have been gotten nerfed in a very specific way a long time ago. But you know, I'm gonna let y'all rock. Yeah, now that I think about it, they definitely kind of went ham on the one nerf they gave you. Like, that was a nerf even I didn't want. That was a nerf I didn't expect her to get, honestly. So, for example, where the fuck is she? 5L at 5 frames. That's my one buff from Narmaya, from Teiga. With buff. See, I'm looking out for you quotes. Best Narm buff is to remove her from the game. Can we do that? Remove her from the game. Neoclash. With heat. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of want to give Zeta full beam back, but I also enjoy her being like on a crutch. So you know what? I'll give you back full beam. My buff to your character is that you get your beam reverted back to season whatever the fuck it was. I think Gandito knows what my nerf is already. Nerf, Air Spear. My nerf to Zeta would be no Air Spear with allowed. I think that's fair. I honestly think that's fair. I think that's fair as fuck. That shouldn't be whiffing Air Spear to begin with, but I think this is fair. Motherfucker doesn't need shit. Alright, wait, hold on. Let's address this really quickly. Who the fuck is whiffing in the air? Tell me what character can whiff something in the air and then can proceed to follow it up with another option. I would love to hear this. Because we can nerf her too. We can nerf them too. I'm fine with this. We can burn this entire kingdom down. I don't believe Neokar said that. I would need Neokars to call me and hear him verbally say that. Lance can't air whiff shit. What? No. I commit to my options. You do not. That is my problem with this character. That's not whiffing. I have to jump and then air jump with you. What am I whiffing to? If I could do like JM and then JM whiffs and then do JU, okay, that's fine. I mean, no, that's actually not fine. That's actually pretty fucking toxic. I'm not gonna cap, but like that'd be pretty fucking toxic. If I could just whiff an air normal and then still JU, that'd be pretty fucking toxic. But me pressing JU is not an air whiff at all. That is me saying, okay, I'm gonna fast fall, which half the cast can fucking do. Zeta's the only character that could say I'm in the air and then say, oh, I don't want to be in the air and retreat. You want EX Moon over as an overhead. Well, unfortunately for you, the way this works is that you're not allowed to buff your own character. Yeah, that shit is ass. I'm not gonna lie. I actually don't, so like if we were to do this in like order, I actually don't think Catalina needs any nerfs. But I don't know what you can buff her without making her over the top again. Like any buff, it's hard. Like, I don't know what I would buff. I don't know what I would nerf. I actually can't think of nerfing anything about Catalina. You see, we say Cat is fine, but she's still like B tier. Like the goal here is to like try and put everyone on the same tier. I know Gandito says that 5U is trash, but I don't know what you can buff about her that would not put her over the top. Let's look at her frame data. Okay, 5 frame is fine, 6 frame is fine. This is unsafe on block. Why is this unsafe on block? This shit's unsafe on block? I mean, it doesn't matter in the context because you can do like fucking auto combo. I don't think either of my 5Hs are unsafe on block. Yeah, this is -2. This should also be -2. Why is this her -8? Like the only way I could see -8 being justifiable is if she has a larger cancel. She has a larger cancel window. Oh, I thought they had hurt boxes here. 2H is still good for anti-air, so I don't think she needs it to anti-air. You know what? I kind of want to play it safe and give her more health. I kind of want to like do the Shoto-esque thing, which is like, oh, you're a Shoto, and you're like using this like fundamental tool set where everyone has like something that makes them a complete vagabond. Here's some more health to help you like try and fight these fucking degenerates. When you say her 2L is a joke, do you mean the range on her 2L? Oh, wow, yeah, the range on her 2L. That shit reminds me of Bluku 2L. Like, I'm looking at this and all I see is Bluku. Jesus. Okay, we can, but you see, the problem with her 2L is like, would you give her a whole new animation for a 2L with more range? Or, I'm like on the fence on whether I want to just buff her damage or just give her more health. But then again, Catalina fucking hurts. Especially off a straight counter hit, she hurts. Light wall isn't that good. I feel like the thing that she needs here might just be a revamp of her unique. I'm not a fan of this. I'm not a fan of her. I'm looking at this is fine. This is fine. I think her fireball could stand to be a little bit better. You mean her instant overhead? Where do you see that? Oh yeah, that shit. Yeah, her overhead doesn't. But are you really gonna get hit with an overhead? Like at the range that she's gonna use it at anyways, I don't think the range matters in a sense, if that makes sense. It's not like she's gonna be overheading you from like full screen or mid screen. If she runs up on you and overheads you, the range doesn't matter because it's still gonna hit regardless. Like at least like better frame data on her fireball. Like -9 is kind of OD. Alright, so I think that's fair, right? You give her a better fireball by changing the frame advantage on block by reducing the recovery of her fireball. So she recovers quicker and her fireball is now more better. No, we're saying buff Cat 2L, right? But in the long run, if she's a Shoto, she should be able to zone you as a Shoto. Like it's a better, like I feel like the buffing the fireball is better overall compared to buffing Cat's 2L, if that makes sense. Like, I'm pretty sure if you ask a Cat player one or the other, they're gonna say, oh, give me the fireball, not the 2L. Actually, let me see something. What's her far L? Yeah, so essentially, we're just suggesting, each person is suggesting a buff or a nerf for a character. Shizu-san, thank you for the follow. Like, we're not saying like the character will get all these lists of buffs to make this character better, because then we're gonna be stuck here for fucking ever, trying to figure out how to balance out the game. So we're just like suggesting something that would help improve the dynamic of the character. Danny Boy, thank you for the follow. So we're like, okay, Catalina, she needs a better fireball. We really can't nerf anything about this character. I'm gonna keep it a stack. I don't think Lancelot needs any nerfs.
You what?
Like, this is me just talking about like what's already been nerfed about Lancelot. I don't think you can nerf anything about Lancelot. And the only buff that I would give to Lancelot, even though I'm not listing it here, is just to revert 6-6B. That's it. And that's a tool that none of you motherfuckers have seen used anyways. So I think that buff should be fine. Charlotta. Honestly, as much as I like to say fuck Charlotta, I actually don't think we have to touch this character. Wait, Bale, are you saying you want Charlotta's DP to be -9 on block, or you want Turbulence to be -9 on block? You see, Bale is weird because I don't know what I would consider his main, his main to be at this point. Because he played Charlotta at some point, so I don't know if I should consider this as him buffing his own character. Wait, you want, but it's -8. So you want all of them to be -9? You want -9 across the board? I mean, I'm not against it, but that's just, I don't even think Percival can punish that. I think Percival's punish would stay the same. Okay, Charlotta, nerf. All DP is -9 across the board. Even then, I still don't think this character needs any buffs. Like, I feel like Lancelot, Charlotta, and Basaraga, if you don't gut the character and just leave their toolkit the same, they pretty much will always be strong characters. If anyone wants to speak to a buff, y'all can tell me now, but I don't think this character actually needs any buffs without being like completely head ass. So I'm gonna just say no buffs until someone says something different. Can I just say that I don't? Actually, there is one buff I want to Percival, but I don't think he needs it. I think it's just a personal preference type of thing. Hey, Wavy, are you here still? He's probably playing someone. I'm gonna be kind of tight. But I don't think Percival needs anything either, honestly. But just keep in mind, like, the goal here is to, like, try and bring everyone to, like, a similar level. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. That wasn't even my buff. Hurtbox to JU? Sure. I feel like if we're saying Hurtbox to JU, that means we have to add a Hurtbox to a lot of characters JU, like Basaraga. Or, yeah, just Basaraga. That'd probably be, because I feel like Percival and Basaraga's JU feel like the exact same. But that's just me. Gran, let's not skip Gran here. So let's do a little quick comparison really quickly. So his fireball is 15, 13, 15, and Catalina is like 16 across the board with 42. Let's go here. Maybe they'll have more information on the in-depth version. Oh, there's no listed recovery for his fireball. Pain. And let's get Zeta here too, since we're just looking at 16, 16, 16, -7, -7, 2. Yeah, so buffing Catalina's fireball is kind of necessary. Maybe increase startup on 2U. All right, so if that's his buff, I'm nerfing his 2U. I'm adding like 3 frames of recovery. Fairy, I have a, I don't know if I want to risk that buff for Fairy. Like, I have a really substantial buff for Fairy, but it would probably be kind of nuclear. But at the same time, I also think Fairy's pretty fine. You know, Quote, since you like asking for Fairy buffs, let me hear what you would actually buff about Fairy. This better be fucking good. It better not be no head ass shit either. Oh, okay, that's fine. Buff, revert to H. Here's my nerf. Flip 5M. Either lower priority or smaller hitbox. Is that fair? Like, I feel like this is fair. Motherfucker, I literally just asked you what buff would you give Percival. You see, you want some season 1. You want some season 1. I'm jumping off the walls and we're playing fucking Marvel in the Grand Blue. Feel free to suggest a buff to whatever character you don't play. That's toxic. That's toxic. I'm not even gonna lie, I never used that, but that shit was toxic. You want Soriza's punches to have armor? Have you not seen the way Mars plays this game? You want his punches to have armor. That motherfucker can only get access to that if he's an SSBA. That motherfucker can only get access to that in SSBA. You are not getting armored punches from round start. Wait, what are you talking about, Wavy? You want it to ground pounce on counter hit? What do you want to ground pounce on counter hit? And wait, when you say you want armored punches, do you mean special moves or you literally any move that has him punching it gets armor? This is also very important. Like, do you mean like 236L, 236M, 236H, yada yada yada? Oh, okay, that's fair. 236X has armor. I want to see what Mars thinks about this. I actually think, I'm not gonna lie, this would be kind of interesting to see. Like, I feel like I would regret this at a later point in time, but just seeing this implemented would be really fun to see. I'm just throwing kill, counter. I'm just throwing that there already. I'm just gonna throw that in there already. Wait, what about Ladiva? Let's like handle this in order before we forget. Ladiva. All right, when you say kill easy SPD, what do you want to kill about it? She still gets vortex in the. All right, so hold on. I'm seeing a couple of nerfs. To you and priority. So essentially, the timer. Hold on, let me see something. I haven't fought Max or fucking Jan in so in so long. I actually forgot what this character can do. But essentially, so she can do easy input, SPD, and vortex. I feel like I have to be like so glad I play Percival because I don't remember this one detail. And wait, does her easy SPD have the same range as her normal SPD? This is also something I need to remember. Yeah, let's verify really quickly. 1500. Wait, what? Wait, did I turn on fast cooldown? No, it's not. Okay. Okay. So what would you rather nerf on nerf easy input SPD? Do you want to like reduce the cooldown timer? Do you want to increase the cooldown timer, or do you want to like? Yeah, I said easy input SPD. You just want to gut it. I don't think she needs any buffs, honestly. Because of her toolkit, I don't think she needs any buffs. Like I feel like you fuck up once and you might have just gotten steamrolled into a next round situation. And I don't know what I would buff about her. I mean, it's not really nerfing her SPD like that. It's just nerfing her easy input SPD. I'm trying to remember what was different about her EX headbutt, honestly. I don't remember. I mean, it just forces you to do actual inputs for SPDs, which isn't hard. Like, I don't think like having to commit to doing an actual SPD is that bad. Oh, okay. Revert. Headbutt. Alright, Matera. Yeah, I don't think my buff from Matera is gonna be very lackluster. I was gonna give her 250. I was gonna give her 250. Wait, her super or her SSBA? Damn, does he not have any? Okay, there we go. Yeah, this is 13 room startup. This is kind of OD. All right, I can fuck with that. SBA, 9-frame SBA. I don't want to say 10,000. I'd rather say like 9, like that. Well, no, because if you give Lance something, if you give him 9,500, I'm gonna take back season 1 turbulence. You see, now that Bale said it, like, if we give her a 9-frame super, that might be like really harsh. Like, I mean, I guess Bale said 11 frames to keep it in line with other DPs. I'm not gonna cap. I actually have a nerf because of this. If you're gonna give her a 9-frame super, but it's gonna break the game. Like, if you get a 9-frame super that can anti-air, I feel like the nerf should be fair. Like, a fair nerf would be if you're doing easy input SBA, I could be air blocked. Like, if you wanna say like, oh, okay, but the same thing applies to Percival where he can only get like SBA invulnerability on technical input, I'd be fine with this. But like having a 9-frame anti-air that goes into a full cinematic because I jumped at them, I don't know how I feel about that. Like, I can air block this still. But if it's Matera, I'm eating that full damage. Make it whiff versus crouching? We're almost done. We're almost done. This actually is going by pretty quickly, honestly. I'm just gonna jump the gun here and say Beelzebub means nothing. Same with Belial. I don't know what I would change to Lil Wayne. Like, honestly, I don't know what I would change to Lil Wayne. This is crazy. You're not allowed to buff your own character, Searchlight. I'm gonna just cut you off right there. You're not allowed to You're not allowed to buff your own character. 214H is that? 214H is... You want EX Awesome Sauce to be punishable on block? You want... What part of you're not allowed to buff your own characters don't you understand? Okay, I have my nerf. I have my nerf for Lil Wayne. Not block counter, after whiff counter. You want to make his... I'm not gonna lie, that's giving me cross Tekken vibes, and I don't know how I feel about that. So essentially, like, if you call out the counter and you haven't... Alright, so let me word this better. So when I say counter hit after whiff counter, I mean without triggering it. Like if you spot dodge the counter, you don't get the counter hit. I mean, search like who's actually calling out your counters? Are we changing anything to Jita? Like, I feel like Jita is kind of fine in the sense that like her toolkit's okay. Damn, I love how like everyone just became really active when we were talking about Jita. Make Jita EX record give combo mid-screen. Like, you mean as a juggle state? That's very dangerous. That's very dangerous action star, because then you have like characters like Percival or like just whiffing shit. And I don't want to buff 2M because that's the neutral tool to begin with. Like, I want to like emphasize her other tools that aren't as frequently used. Let's see. Can she link off of counter hit 2M? I don't have her on this fucking console. Pain. There are no Belial buffs. Yeah, I think Jita's fine. What's wrong with her JU? This shit is as gorilla as you can get. What's wrong with Belial's JU? The fact that they have to think about using it before they use it? I know. I wanted to see that character burn. You want Jita 5U to hit overhead? What the fuck? I don't think that's a buff. I think that's just being that. I think that's just being kind of... I don't know if that's being toxic, but it feels kind of toxic. Let me see something. So Jita 5U is 13 startup, 5 active, 14 recovery. So you have 22-9-13 versus 13-5-14. You know what? If Jita needs a buff so badly, can combo into 5U. Boom. Oh, she can already combo into it? Then fuck this. She don't be nothing. I feel like her dragon usage should drain the bar quickly. Like, I feel like I'd be fighting for my fucking life when I'm against this motherfucker. Let her steer EX... Isn't that her EX DP? I'm pretty sure she can steer that now. Oh, it tracks. I thought she steers it. I'm fine with that. Wait. Are we allowing full screen tracking? I mean, are we allowing like full screen steering? Like, I'm fine with her allowing her to steer, but like, I don't want her like hitting me from full screen because she just said, I'm gonna go on a wild fucking joyride and just hit me from full screen. That'd be a clip. It'd be a clip for that. So like roughly, all right. So she can steer, but still remains going, but still goes the same distance. All right, cool. Tag. Y'all gonna hit me for Wavy gonna hit me for this one. Reduce number of air actions per job. I don't think she should have as much air actions as she does, honestly. EX teleport, then EX trap, then rock. That's kind of much. That's kind of a lot. It's pretty linear, motherfucker. You have 3 separate options. that you can change up. How is that supposed to be linear? That is not a straight line. Linear is A, B, C. That's linear. Her could be A, B, C, C, A, B, B, A, C. Like, that is anything but linear. That is a mix-up. All right, so yeah, that's my only nerf. Does anyone have any disagreements with my nerf to Cat? Outside of Wavy, because I think only Wavy will disagree with my nerf to her only getting 2 air actions. You don't understand the air action nerf? Why do you get to have 3 air actions? She does not get 2. You EX teleport, you EX trap, and then you can rock. That is a 3rd air option. I know this because I fought fucking Zombie Moon, and that's exactly what he did to me. I'm like, oh, he did EX teleport into EX trap. He's gonna land, and I get to 6-6 him to punish it. Motherfucker did J, and I was just like, you have a 3rd air action that I have to be aware of now. I'm literally saying you can only get 2 air actions. You are hard locked out of your 3rd air action. So if you EX teleport into EX trap, congrats. That's it. That is definitely an air action. You can still come down with a button, but it's still an air action. You could still hit me out of it for trying to make the right read and punish you. Everyone in this game has 1 air action with the exception of Zeta, who does air spear. But even when she commits to air spear, she is locked into that action. You can do whatever the fuck you want the moment you jump. You get 2 air actions. If you do air trap, you could press JH if you want. But if you do air trap and you press JH, you cannot do teleport. If you press air trap and you teleport, you cannot come down with a button. That is it. You get 2 air actions. You're making it seem like I'm clipping the character. I didn't say the motherfucker gets 1 air action. You get 2. I don't get it. Why are you taking this such to heart? You can still set up shop. It's complicated. No, you just have landing lag now. Yeah, if you commit to a 2nd air option, you don't get an air normal, and you are committed to recovery until you land. This way, other people have an easier time punishing you. So if you do trap teleport, that means Percival can 214 HH you. That means Lancelot can 6-6C you. That means Catalina can stinger. That means Gran can boot. That means any character with a fireball can throw a fireball and get some reward for like forcing you to use both your air action. I think that is like exceedingly fair. Especially since we still have to deal with the threat of the fucking traps being there to begin with. So it's not like oh, you did air trap to air teleport. Now we can just jump in and punish you. No, we still have to like commit to a decision to punish you, to know how you're gonna operate and punish you. I think that's exceedingly fair. Does anyone want to buff this character before we move to the UL? Because I'm pretty sure the answer is gonna be no. You want to buff CAG? Let me hear this shit. First off, before you tell me how you want to buff CAG, do you main CAG? Oh, that's crazy. Because the one thing that you're not allowed to do is buff your own character. You have been denied. Like literally, the people like, thank you, Slick. The people who said revert SBA invulnerability was not me. I actually forgot about that. I was gonna say make it so that stockless 236H has frame advantage. Everyone else said revert SBA. UL far 5M is not -9, right? Oh, it's -7. Damn, Percival 2U is -7? I mean 7 versus 7? I forgot about that. That was slower than me. Why is it -7? So there's a mind game behind it. Because when the shit was -2, it was arguably the best button in the game since Fairy launched 2U. I still stand by the fact that pre-patch that Far M was a much better button than Bellio Far 5H on launch. You want to revert it back? You're actually crazy. I actually believe I still have you all on this. Hold on. You want her to have this shit again. The 9-frame medium that is hit confirmable into a knockdown for free. No, this shit could not be -2 again. Get the fuck out of here. This shit actually needs to be like punishable. At least with it being -7, it could be punished, right? But at least there's a mind game involved. So that's safe. That has a gap. So -7, -2, but with no gap. -7, but there's a gap. I think that makes this character fair. Like, I think that makes this character like exceedingly balanced. So if I try to punish, I get counter hit. But if I read they're gonna commit, they still get punished. I think that's fair. I think that's like perfect. I think that's like the way to like a perfectly fair way to balance that. Because beforehand, that shit was just stupid as fuck. I think her damage is fine solely because of like, just of like how well she could oppress you. I think if there was anything I would change, especially since her SSBA hits like a fucking brick. You want 2-3-6-8s to wall bounce? What is, y'all be asking for some heck? And then you gotta keep in mind, this motherfucker has 2 reversals. Like, she has 2 reversals. She has 2 get out of free options that you have to bait. The second one is so easy to bait, but no one ever fucking baits it. What do you want to change about her R5H? I don't think she needs any nerfs. I actually don't even think she needs any buffs, honestly, but I'm gonna just give her that. Uno! You want to delete Uno? That's crazy. Uno is Bellio 3.0. You gotta explain that statement. I mean, Uno is 1, yeah, technically. I don't know what I would change about Uno, though. That's the problem. Like, Uno is fine considering what his job is. Oh, wait, I actually have a nerf for him. Frame advantage. After rolling 4M is 0. I just don't like the fact if I roll, like, if I make the hard call out to roll 2-4M, it's still his turn. Like, especially considering that, like, they nerfed that about Charlotta, where if you dodge 2-4M, it's your plus. It doesn't make sense that if I roll his if I dodge his, actually, even if I just dodge it, if I dodge 2-4M, I'm still negative. So at least make me like 0 or +1. I don't care. Doesn't matter. Buff. I don't know what to buff about this character. Okay, no buffing. Uno, say no more. Shit, you ain't gotta tell me twice. No buffing. Eustace, please add him to the game. Wait, non-cinematic SSBA does less damage than SBA? Off. Increase non-cinematic. He needs some milk. Please don't nerf. Okay, now we're down to the last character. Nerf, kill counter, make it punishable by some means. I don't know what I would change about Seox outside of his counter. That's random, don't be weird. If I can have like a request, it's not necessarily a nerf or a buff, but like I kind of want like the visual color. Like it's just a visual request. Like I kind of want the blue or red effect to be there, like slightly longer. I don't know. Like, and also I kind of like, I don't like the fact that it's like color dependent. Like I don't think it should be color. Like I understand like for me it's fine, but I personally know people that are like colorblind and they're probably not seeing that. So I wish there was like another way to like visually tell that wasn't related to the color, like another indication that's like, okay, they're doing light, they're doing medium here. Like I can tell like between 236L and 236M because it's like 2 strikes versus 1. But like again, I can't imagine that this would be the easiest way for you. That's what the animation difference is for, but you're not telling the difference. Like you know how fast you'd have to react between 8L and 8M without the color indication being there. You're probably already pre-committed to your decision before they actually did it. I'm not gonna lie, I'm looking at his frame data and I'm realizing his frame data is like slightly slower than Lancelot's. Like 5L and close L and close M start up the same, but his close H is slower. His far L is faster than mine. His far L, he has a far L, I'm bugging. His far M is slower. His far H is faster. 2L is the same, 2M is slower, 2H is about the same. He doesn't need any buffs, he's pretty strong without it. Okay, so we are pretty much done. This was pretty fun, honestly. Expect to see this video on YouTube because this was pretty enjoyable. And yeah.